Hey, whippersnappers, it's Tortoise the Great. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Pixelmon on the DeciMon server. Almost said Pokemon Showdown there. Thank you guys for joining me once again. Today, as I mentioned last episode, we are going to be doing some work here on the gym. And I'm going to show you guys the progress we've made there. But first, I just recall that I need to grab something out of my house real quick, and then we will run right on down there. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming on back and watching this adventure with me. Today, we are going to be doing some work on the gym, and then we're going to be doing some work on our team. So let's look at that real quick. Got my starter box here. Alright, so I did end up catching an insane amount of golettes. And so what ended up happening is I did find an impish one. No, this is the careful one. I did find an impish one, but for its moveset, it doesn't have Shadow Punch, which is the best physical ghost type move it can get, I think. But this one does have it. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to train up this careful one. And I looked at the stats, and Golett, or at least Golurk's special defense and defense stats are, you know, on a neutral nature would be perfectly even. So I think that we can train up a specially defensive Golurk without any issue. It shouldn't affect its usability at all. It will just be useful against specially defensive people, which will be fine. I think a lot of our guys have pretty good defense, so I think that'll be fine. I'm not too worried about that. And we've got the impish Fidget. We've got impish Gligar or Gliscor to be our super defensive wall if we need it. So I think that'll be fine. The only other one that we were going to have that would be careful nature, be a special defensive wall, was going to be Turtwig. And we still haven't found a careful Turtwig, so I think that'll be a good backup. So I think that's what we're going to do with him. But yeah, we did catch him, and I don't have him on the team right now because I'm going to train him later. Yeah, I've got a ton of Netherwort in here. Max found some Netherwort, and he gave me one or two pieces, I think. And I think I'm going to be starting a potion shop at spawn, so that'll be fun. Yeah, so we'll probably spend an episode building that at some point. But for now, I want to get this gym finished up, and I want to show you guys all the progress I've made. We need this fire resist potion for the work we're going to do today, so let's run down here. I've definitely made some updates. I cleaned up the walls and stuff, so there's no more cobble in the walls. The stairs and everything are still cobble because I haven't really decided what I want to do with this yet. But the walls and everything are all smooth stone now. So that works out. I've updated these rooms. So these are still Challenger Barracks and the trophy room. But I've cleaned this up quite a bit. I've got Tortimer's trophies over here, and I've got them behind glass so that Pokemon don't wander through here, because they're known to knock things off of the walls in item frames and things like that. So I've got it behind glass with some glass on the floor there, so Pokemon shouldn't be able to spawn in there, and I haven't seen any spawning in there, so I think we'll probably be okay. But this is where I'll put the badges that I earn in my, quest to gain badges from other people. And then the victorious few, this is where I've got item frames in here now just because I like the, the similarity. We'll probably end up having to put signs in here, so when somebody beats me, we'll put a sign with their name and the date or something in there. But for now, item frames, just because I like the, the mirror there. And then I just put a waterfall of lava behind, you know, on the ends for some lighting and things like that. Just a little bit of detail work. Did the same thing over here. I'd had just beds in here, but I put off, you know, 2 little separate bedrooms. I've had a number of people say that, you know, they'd like to come out here, because especially this is a good area for getting Groudon and for getting Rayquaza. So yeah, people might spend some time out here and they might want to set their spawn. So I've got these there mainly because I wasn't really sure what to do with this room, and then also just so people have a place to set spawn if they want to. And then we continue on down here. I did the same kind of entryway as I did up here. Down here is an entrance into it. I did decide to pull in this you know, sandstony stuff, and then yeah, this is the gym. Last time we had just laid in the glass and we hadn't cleared out any more land or anything, but then I cleared it all out and I've built in these platforms. So I've got, you know, we've got the red side, so I've got red clay here and on that stair, and then over on this side I've got white clay and white on these stairs. And I put some lava, well, I put lava in the bottom, and then I put some lava flows in the wall and stuff just for some added detail, things like that. So like when I'm standing here, red will be my side. When I'm standing here, you know, you can see the lava and everything. It looks pretty cool. And I put some more of this. This is gray clay, but it looks pretty good. I'm using that just kind of as a naturey, that's kind of the basic color we're going to be using. And so I've got some sandstone and stuff up here. I'm still working in here, and in fact, let's we can actually do a little bit of work today. So I've got healer's computer and ender chest on each side, so that when somebody comes in, I'm going to be giving them the option of kind of like on the Little Lizard server that we played on. Those gyms you could pick like 2v2 through 6v6. So if somebody comes in and they want to go 3v3 with me, they pick their 3 best Pokemon, and I'll come in here and I'll pick my 3 best Pokemon, and then we'll battle. So I want people to have access to their computer so they can get their team all set up. Healer, obviously, so that they can get their team at full health, and then you know, if they've got items or something they need in their ender chest, I want them to be able to have access to that too. And especially once I get my badges, I'm going to be keeping them in my ender chest. So it'll be, you know, when they win, I'll be able to come out and give them, you know, give them their badge. So yeah, that's pretty much the setup. You know, I've got these platforms being supported from underneath. They go down into the ground and they're all surrounded by lava and everything. And then these are supported by from above, and they kind of all latch on to the platform. I don't know. I think it looks pretty cool down here, and we're gonna actually be doing. Let's do it. I gathered. I finally got a Silk Touch pick. So let me put some of this away. So I finally got a Silk Touch pick, and let me drink this real quick. I've got this Potion of Fire Resistance, and I've got this Silk Touch pick, and I gathered all of these different ores. And so I want to put a couple of these, you know, around in the walls and things like that, just so that, you know, we've got a little bit of, because okay, so the point of that is, the badge I went for, and I'm going to actually, I want to take the non-stack stack. The badge I went for is I'm going for. I haven't got it yet because I think I've met the requirements at this point. I think I could if I sent Deci a message. I think I could get my badges, but I want to wait till I've got at least. Well, I guess I could do it now because I've got these 3 completely trained. They don't have all their moves yet, so I may wait until I get a couple more TMs. I've actually got some TMs we can use. We may grab some TMs, and like I think I've got. I think this guy's actually about where I want him, because I can't get Hidden Power Grass. I think I'm going to actually overwrite this, because I need to put Fire Blast on this guy, and I actually like the possibility of putting somebody to sleep, so I may keep Yawn, and then put Fire Blast here, and I actually think I have a Fire Blast TM, so we could potentially get Camerupt. Yeah, we don't have a name for Camerupt yet. Come on, people, you're slacking. But yeah, so we've got some work to do still on these guys. They're all up to level 70 though, so that works out. But yeah, so let's throw some... anyway, the badge I'm going for is the Mine badge. Mine, M-I-N-E, kind of like Minecraft. This is a Thunderstone shard. I'm just going to kind of scatter this stuff around. I don't want, like, super OP, you know, this stuff everywhere, but... and I guess I don't really have any blocks to reach this far wall, but we'll do that in a bit. So let's see. I want to put let's put a lapis ore there. I don't like I said, I don't want this to be like overpowering. I just want, you know, a little bit of stuff all over the place. Something that you know, people will notice but won't really draw, you know, full attention. You know, like that's almost good. You know, we've got a diamond ore here, so let's throw a diamond up here. Those are a little more subtle, so that works out. Let's see, we do have a gold ore, but we've already got a yellow one over there, so let's put a firestone shard right there. So I'm going for the Mine badge, partially because it's, well, technically it's from a steel type gym, which I didn't really realize when I first decided I wanted to do it. But it's not really a big deal, because, you know, it also works out because the badge has like 3 pickaxes on it and it's got a brown center. So I think it'll work well for the earth gym, or for the ground gym, and I think that also, you know, we can... It's Minecraft, so it'll work out that way too. There we go. Get some bauxite going there. That's looking good. We got some coal that was just kind of naturally here. These bauxites aren't too obvious, so let's throw one over here. And yeah, so that's looking good. We can throw some down here. Let me run, and we'll get some blocks so we can use that to kind of get off from the edge, because the wall's just a little bit farther away from the edge than we can do safely. Although we've got our fire resist on, and that's going to be running out here in a second. But let's get some blocks, and then we can do that. But yeah, so the gym is coming along. I hope you guys like the look that I've got going there for it. If you've got any suggestions, let me know, but other than that, I think we're pretty much done with it. I want to get these ores up, and I may continue to do some, you know, fine-tuning and such, but I think for the most part, I'm pretty happy with it. I think especially, you know, I've got the lava in there now. I tried using just lava as the lighting, so, well, not just lava, but just the lava underneath as the lighting. And it did actually, it was a nice moody lighting, but up on the top here it was completely dark. So I don't know, I could potentially, I guess, you know, put like a lava pillar in the corners here or something that would give us some light. I'll play around with that, because I wanted to kind of get away from the torches in here at least, and have just it be lava lighting. We could potentially do something with that. Take out this block and put a lava flow just in there, and it would go straight down into it. That could potentially be cool. But yeah, so let's see. We've got an iron ore there. Let's go out from this corner. Oop, don't want to go with my bauxite ores. Let's get the dirt out. Alright, so let's say that like right here, I'll put a diamond, and then down here we can put, what do we want? How about well, no, what did we put, I guess it doesn't really matter what's up there, but yeah, there's a firestone shard there, so let's put a, yeah, we'll put a gold. That'll be fine. Can I reach? Doesn't look like it. There we go. And then we can, let's see, put some iron in here too. We'll put an iron like right out here, just for some detail. And I figured if we're gonna go for the mine badge, I like the look of the mine badge, but I figured it might be smart to have some ores around, and I think it actually looks cool. Especially since a lot of what we've got here, you know, a lot of what we're working with already is just smooth stone. It just helps to break it up in general. So it's more just convenient that we actually get to, you know, have a badge that ties into it. Otherwise, we might have just had, you know, just had it around for no reason. But I guess a little lower down we'll have some more ores because, you know, the arena is going to block a lot of it. And because, you know, lower down in the earth you get more of these ores, so that works out. Let's throw Firestone Shard here. We'll get a Lapis. Let's see, I want to, so from this arena, because this will be where, like, the team's seeing it from, yeah, you see a couple ores. I want to throw one, like, right here. Let's do that. But yeah, so I'll probably finish this off camera. Let's see, we can put, let's get a Lapis in there. So I'll probably finish this off camera. But what I also like to do with you guys today is a little bit of, oh, that's too low. I'll have to raise that up. But yeah, so that's looking good. Let me know what you guys think of the gym. I still need to do the roof. Somebody suggested that I use some TNT up there to make it a little more natural looking. I may try that. Now that the gym is finished, well, by the time they suggested that, the gym was finished. You guys just didn't know it yet. And so with this being finished, I'm a little hesitant to start blowing up TNT up there. But we may try something, and I may just have to go in with my pick and kind of rough it up. But yeah. So let's switch gears here a little bit, and let's go work on our team for a bit. But yeah, this is pretty much it. I may continue to do, well, I'll definitely put some more ores in, continue to do some detailing in that sense, but also just, you know, if I get inspiration for how to use more sandstone or something, I don't know. I might decide to continue the sandstone down through into the bottom. I'm not certain on that, but it's a possibility. Let me know what you guys think, if you think I should continue, because, like, this is part of the wall. It's not like a protrusion, so, like, you know, this is the same distance out as that. You know, if you think I maybe should continue the sandstone through, let me know. As it stands, I probably won't at this point, but, you know, you never know. But yeah, so let's run up here. We've got a couple things that we can do today. I'd like to I'd like to continue EV training my team. I've done a little bit of work on these guys, and the one we're going to work on today is going to be, I think we're actually going to work on the Nidoran, because I was doing a little bit of training with these guys, and like Nidoran had 4 points that needed to go into special defense. So I put those 4 points in, but I accidentally, well, not accidentally, but I attacked a Hypno, which was level 40 something, so this guy went up like 15, 16 levels or something. So technically this should be a Nidorino, and once it becomes a Nidorino, it can become, ooh, and actually let's, we can grab our Fire Blast TM, we'll do Camerupt, and I need a Moonstone, because once this thing becomes Nidorino, we can become Nidoking. So we'll do that. Let me grab Camerupt. I'll put Rhinox in for a moment. We'll grab Camerupt, and then we can do that. But yeah, so we're gonna be training this guy. It's a modest, it's a modest Nidoran male, and so we're gonna be training it pretty much the same as we trained Camerupt. Actually, we're gonna be doing special attack, because Nidokings can really be, and I think, yeah, we're going to get rid of hidden power. Beautiful. Alright, so I do have the, didn't mean to throw out, I do have the choice specs on Camerupt so that Fire Blast will hit a little more commonly. We've got this one, this guy's pretty much, well, is done. This guy is done. So that's cool. We've got one teammate perfectly ready to go, trained in special attack, and I think HP and maybe a little bit of speed or something. But yeah, so let's grab Nidoran male, and special attack in the desert equates to Numels. Oop, this looks like a scruppy boss if I'm seeing that correctly. Sure is. So let's grab Camerupt and we'll let Camerupt do it. I've got to, since my teammates are all leveled, and we can use, well, we can use Fire Blast since we just added it. It hit and was super effective. We've got a Friend Ball and a Full Restore. That's not too bad. And a Potion. Alright, always like getting Pokeballs. I actually battled a couple of bosses and have gotten 2 Master Balls since last episode, I think. So that works out. And these can get up there. Okay, so what we need is, and I've locked the leveling on these guys. So they're at level 70, which is what my gym cap's going to be. Their leveling is locked so that they cannot won't be at risk of going over level if I have to use them. But I've mainly had them in the box because I really want to get Skull leveled up, not because I want to use him for anything in particular, but just because the higher level he is, the more useful he'll be, because False Swipe gets him down to 1 HP, or won't get them past 1 HP. But it's not a super strong move in general, so if I get him super high level, it'll make it much easier to catch Pokemon because I won't have to hit them numerous times and risk Skull getting killed and all that. So I've had him out just because my team is evolved or fully leveled, and it'll be useful to level him. So he's kind of been my higher level dude on the team as I've been training these guys. So let's see. Nidoran male. We are on by ourselves. So let's we'll sleep because I think Numels and stuff are only going to spawn during the day. So we've got a little bit of time left maybe before that's going to happen. So we'll jump into the barracks here real quick. And we're the only ones online, so we should be able to do that without any issue. There we go. So let's plan on, let's get Nidoran male, who is extremely cute. Oh my gosh, they're so well done in this. And they're not super smooth, but honestly, I don't like the super smooth models. They've started smoothing them in the, it's an option. You can, like, check smooth in your config file, and, like, you'll have no polygons at all. Which, you know, it doesn't look bad, but it's just, like, I don't know, this is Minecraft. I think a little bit of polygon stuff is warranted. And so I like that, I think he looks awesome. I think this is like one of my favorite models in the game right now. I love Nidoran males, just in general. They're a cool Pokemon. I've always loved Nidoking, but I think that's just a cool looking model. It's still blocky, but it looks nice. And if you want to use tons of little blocks to make something look cool, then fine. But I just think the smoothing doesn't really, at least for my opinion, it doesn't fit quite as well. But let's see, we've got to get a Nido or a Numel in here, or a Camerupt or something. Or we can run across to the plains and see if there's any Mareeps over there. I like this guy. We've got a higher level dude that spawns over here, so he's been useful for leveling. Let's see, those guys are speed and special defense. Attack from the Arbok. Let's see, we need, no, not Eradicate. Now we're getting back into desert. Okay, well, I will cut here, and I didn't anticipate having so much trouble. Usually there's Numels all over the place. Welcome back! Although he's only level 6, so that's not going to do much for us on evolution, but let's kill it and see. Really? Nidoran male, you can't even one-shot a level 6 guy. Where one is normally others will follow. So let's see. That was let me mark that real quick. That was 1. I've got the power lens on Nidoran male, which is used for training and special attack. So let me explain what I'm doing here, because I've gotten comments that maybe some of this talk is going over your heads, which makes sense because I've been playing Pokemon for a long time and some of it goes over my head. So what I'm doing is I've been catching Pokemon that have good natures, and what that means is for a particular nature. Each nature has a like specific specific stat that it either raises or lowers. Okay, so that was another one. So let's look at this real quick. So I wanted a modest nature, and so what that means is in the game, if a Pokemon has a modest nature, that means its special attack is raised and its attack is lowered. Okay, so I want a special attacking Nidoking. Which means, you know, moves like Thunderbolt and Ice Beam and Earth Power, and then I think I'm going to have Sludge Wave to give a little bit of Stab, which Stab is same attack or same type attack bonus. So Nidoran is a poison Pokemon, Nidoking will be poison ground Pokemon, so a ground type move will have a bonus power boost from a ground type Pokemon. That's what Stab is. Same type attack bonus, Stab. Modest nature Pokemon will raise special attack and lower attack. So since I'm only putting special attacks on this Pokemon, I don't care about this guy's attack stat. I want this special attack boosted. So that's where you start with. You start with a modest natured Nidoran if you want a special attacking Nidoking. Alright, and so then what we're going to do is we're going to EV train this Pokemon. So what that is certain Pokemon, so like Numel for example, when you defeat them, they give you a bonus stat. So by defeating a Numel, my Nidoran will gain a stat from that battle. So like on Level Up, you see that like, you know, there we go. So Nidoran's evolving. So it gained experience from that battle, so it gained stat points. And the stats that Numel give is special attack. They give 1 special attack point. With the use of EV training items, so like I have the Power Lens on Nidoran right now. Or Nidorino, I guess. So I have the Power Lens on Nidorino. What that does is this item will give 4 special attack EVs for every battle that this Pokemon gains experience. Okay, so so now like before that battle, this was 25 and this was 27. So now they're even. So we're building this up. So even if I wasn't attacking special attacking Pokemon, and actually that was another Numel, gotta check that down. Even if I wasn't attacking special attacking Pokemon, as long as I was gaining experience in that battle, I would be getting 4 special attack EVs in addition to whatever other EVs I'm gaining from that battle. So with Numel, I'm getting 1 special attack EV from Numel, and then I'm getting 4 from the Power Lens. So for every battle, my Nidorino is gaining 5 special attack EVs. So that makes it going pretty quickly, especially considering that I need to get 252 special attack EVs. Let's see if we can't find another guy. So that's how that works. And to figure out like which stats each Pokemon gives, so like you should go to Cerebi. That's what I'm using. Cerebi's got a list. Oh, Numel. Cerebi's got a list of Pokemon, or for like a list of pages where, let's see, it's 22. Let's just switch. So it's got a list. You can go like, well, which Pokemon give me attacking EVs? And it's got a page where it'll tell you which Pokemon give attack EVs. And same with all the other stats. So that's what I've done. I've just kind of gone down the list. I know that Numels give them because that's really what I care about, because in this area, that's what I have access to. So here's Nidorino. I'm actually going to evolve him right now. So we take our Moonstone, and let's click him with that. And he's going to evolve into Nidoking, which should be a pretty decent size because I've got a huge Nidorino. The scaling on their models aren't real great for this family because like Nidoran was bigger than Nidorino. The scaling, but like Nidoran female is tiny. So they really need to work on that a bit. But Nidoking, so this is a huge one. They're, you know, growing up I used to think Nidoking was huge. They're actually not too big. They're actually shorter than like the average trainer typically. But this guy's pretty big, which is good. I like a bigger Nidoking, and he's not is the biggest he could be. There is enormous, which I think is actually 2 ticks. So this is huge. I think there's giant, and then there's enormous. So yeah, he's not the biggest Nidoking he could be, but he's pretty decently sized. So that works out pretty nicely. But yeah, so let's continue. Well, actually, I'm going to continue EV training. We're at 31 minutes now, so I think we'll probably call it here good for today. We did a little bit of stuff on the gym. You guys get to see the full update version because it was not nearly as far along when you guys saw it last. So that works out. But let's see, so level 11, yeah, we should be able to kill this. Let's just go for Peck, I guess. They go for the Magnitude, which we are technically weak to ground-type moves as a Poison-type Pokemon, but that's okay. I'm going to have to come back and check this video. I can't remember if I checked down the Numel I did already or not. I'll have to count them. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to continue EV training these team members. Probably we'll have them evolved by next time, so you guys probably won't get to see those. But I think that's probably okay. You've seen a lot of evolutions, and like I don't know that Trapinch is really. And I mean, some people may like Trapinch, but I think for the most part, his evolutions are relatively boring, so that'll be fine. I'll probably have. Well, actually, no. Rhyhorn probably won't be evolved. Rhinox because I want Megahorn on Rhinox, but Rhyhorn doesn't learn it, or Rhyhorn learns it at level 66, I think, but Rhydon doesn't learn it till level 77, which is too high a level for my gym. My gym is capped at level 70, so I'm going to have to keep Rhyhorn to learn that move until he learns it, and then we can evolve him, obviously. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I've been Tortoise the Gray, and you guys have been great. Ooh, don't want Trapinch out. I'm going to continue leveling, and I will see you guys next time. We probably will. We'll probably go out to Max's place. I told you I wanted to take you guys out there. Otherwise, I'll probably catch these two guys just off camera, and I'll let you know when I find them. But Crocodile, we'll probably go out and search for some Sandiles together next time, and we may evolve Rhyhorn into Rhydon, and then see if anybody's online, and we can evolve him then into Rhyperior. I've got the item I need for that already, so that'll be easy. But we'll definitely go catch a Sandile together because I have to go out to Max's place to get the Desert Mountains area, and his place is just so epic. I want to take you guys out there and show you anyway. So yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave those likes, comments, and subscriptions. Definitely, we've got a lot of teammates here. We've got Nidoking and Trapinch and Camerupt, and you guys can rename Rhyhorn if you want. I threw Rhinox in there just to differentiate him from the other Rhyhorns I had. If you've got another name, let me know. Otherwise, we'll probably keep Rhinox. You've got the Golurk or Golett that you can name. So yeah, definitely give me some nicknames, guys. You guys have been good about that. But we've got a ton new Pokemon that we're going to be using here, so got to get some nicknames going for them. So yeah, we've got Nidoking and Camerupt and Trapinch. So Nidoking, give me a name for this guy. He's going to be pretty epic. I've got some fun. I think I even have some of the TMs that we need for him, so I'll probably get him all taught up. And that we've got Camerupt, who is our first fully ready teammate. Camerupt's got its held item and all of its moves, and is all leveled up and EV trained. So this guy is ready to go. He needs a nickname before we can start using him in battles. And then Trapinch, obviously, it's going to end up being like a big dragonfly looking thing. I don't know if we've seen a Flygon on this series yet. I've killed numerous of them, but I'm not sure if we've seen them. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I've been Tortoise the Gray, and you guys have been great. Leave those nickname suggestions, and let me know what you think about the gym. If you've got any suggestions, I think I might leave this more naturally looking just because it's already there and I don't need more gray going on. I'll probably put some ores in the hallway here a little bit, and then continue to put a little bit here. I think that's looking good. like this side's looking good from that point. I might put like a bauxite or an iron up here maybe, but I want it to look good from all sides, so probably we'll just continue to scatter, you know, if we've got spectators up here or whatever. I especially want it to be good, like, so when I'm standing here battling, I want to be able to see a couple of ores. So I've got some iron there and a firestone. I may throw something like right here or up here or something. But yeah, I'll do all that off camera, and I'll show you guys the finished, absolutely finished gym. Well, maybe not absolutely finished. I reserve the right to always tinker with my builds and put little detail stuff in, but as done as it needs to be. And yeah, so yeah. Yeah, and then I think after next episode, I'm probably going to submit for my gym badge. And then we'll have Deci out to look at things and see if we're qualified. But got a couple guys still to get, but after next episode, we should have a sand dial. And so then after next episode, so like 2 episodes from now, we probably should come back and have our gym badge. But yeah, we'll have at least enough team members that we can do a battle with at that point. And I really would love to have Swampert and Torterra in on that, so we'll see. We'll see. At the worst case scenario, I can use Thwomp in the gym until I get an actually decent Swampert. But anyway, this is getting way too long. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. As we're kind of, you know, getting caught up on the gym here, as this gets done, we may start going to like 1 episode a week again. As I do with all my other series, just as an FYI. I don't know, you know, we're kind of getting to the point where I don't have like a super ton, a lot of stuff to do every day. So I'm not out of stuff, but I don't want to like run out of stuff either. So we may get to the point where we're doing, you know, 1 episode a week as opposed to 2. I'm not at that point yet. But sometime in the next couple of weeks that may be happening, just so you know, and you don't get astounded or shocked by that. But you guys seem to be enjoying watching these. We're getting pretty decent views on these, going up 2 times a week. So, you know, as long as you guys enjoy watching them, I'm going to keep making them and putting them out. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Oh my god, this episode is way too long, especially for a twice-a-week series. Just too much stuff to do and talk about. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave those nickname suggestions for sure, and let me know what you think about the gym. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. As always, I've been Tori the Great, and you guys have been great. Have a good one.